Good morning, guys. It's the first morning of the first flight, and everyone's starting to stand up and hot inflate. Same rules as before. The Vodafone balloon will go off first. He will radio back to make sure that we've got the right directions and it is safe enough to fly and miss all the PZs and all the prohibited areas that are around Qatar. Unfortunately, our fan has suffered a bit of a malfunction this morning, so we're going to have to borrow my old balloons fan. Thank you very much, Christensen. That is if we can get off the ground in time, because as you can see, the Vodafone balloon is now launching. That now means everyone has to launch in the allotted time, and we must be up by the Asfari balloon has launched, which you can just see just there. If she launches before we are off the ground, we have to pull our envelope down and we have to scrub the flight. That's just how it is. It's all to do with flying safely out here, because this is only the 4th edition of this Fiesta, and it's going so well that we don't want to do anything silly and cause any problems. But as you can see, we're all lowing out here. Some are hot inflating, some are still on their side. We are still waiting to even start, because obviously we've got no fan. But as you can see, Vodafone is in the air. He'll be radioing back to Lee what directions he's going to be getting. Lee has instructed him to fly as close to the prohibited areas as he feels safely possible to do so, just so that we stay to the right of him, just like last time in January. As long as you're to the right of him, you're good. If you're to the left, worry. That just about wraps that up for this little video for a bit. But as you can see, they're all starting to stand up. There's David Tofton in G-Circ. He was here with me in January, if you remember. He's brought his own balloon, and there's also a little bit of a surprise for you. We have 2 annex balloons here, I believe. The first one being the one with the eyes, which is just here, and David Tofton's balloon. Annex means that they were built by themselves. They are not a manufactured balloon, and I believe it is the first time that an annex balloon has been allowed to fly outside of Europe. So it's a big step and a big progress step for home-built balloons. As you can see, now they're all starting to launch, and we need to get a move on if we're gonna be in time. There's Multana, my old balloon. It's gonna be weird seeing flying alongside her in Qatar. So I'll just let you enjoy the ambience of the fans real quick. There goes Doha City. Terrific morning. Lovely, nice, calm conditions as before in January. It's a very arid but very calm climate here. Okay, so that about wraps that up for that video. Hopefully we'll get off the ground. See you in a bit. So we're all rigged, ready to go, waiting for Chris to hot inflate so he can borrow his fan. And they're all going off in the desired direction. Still lots of balloons on the floor. Asfari still hasn't been stood up, so we've still got time. We just might do this. And hopefully we'll get our fan fixed for the next instalment, which is tonight, another night glow, I believe. But yeah, fantastic to be back here, Qatar. Thank you very much for inviting us again. Nice one, Chris. Well done. Asfari's up, so I guess that's it. I'll go and find out from Lee, but I think we've missed this opportunity, unfortunately. But at least we've briefed our crew on what they need to do. Maybe we'll catch the next one if we get our fan repaired. Stay tuned, guys. Well, at least we weren't the last. Oh, and I forgot to say Bobby's airship is here as well. So here we are again, flight number 1. Thank you very much for lending us your fan, Chris Timpson. Beautiful morning. And we're just going to follow this pack here. So you want to turn right in a minute, Shad. Just make sure that I'm clear of anyone beside us. No, we're all good. Any balloons above us? No. All good then. Beautiful morning. As I say, we weren't the last, so we're all good. And now we're starting to follow the pack. There's Multana. That was the last call for all balloons to take off, I believe. I just heard Lee say. Lovely, beautiful, stunning morning. And this is where we took off from, this car park here. Just following the pack now. We're doing about 5 knots, which is going to take quite a while to actually find somewhere to land. The nearest landing is about 3 miles away, so it's going to take about 45 minutes to actually clear the city. There's Where's the Wolf. Make sure that we're maintaining altitude, and I can't see anyone above me at the moment. Always be mindful of everyone who's around you. Been flying now for about 20 minutes. Still nicely following the pack, even though we were quite late off the ground. And we're heading towards relatively the place I landed the last time we launched from that car park, so maybe might be able to make a repeat of it. We're being stalked by a bird balloon. Just nicely following the pack. We'll be landing possibly in the next 15 minutes when we get to the safe side of the city. We're pretty much outside the last of the pack. There's 2 over there, but it's never too late to fly with a pack. Well, there is, but we certainly didn't today. We've now been flying for just over 45 minutes, and finally the safe area to land is on the horizon, and people are starting to come down. And we will hopefully be coming down, hopefully in the next 15 minutes or so. The speed is very, very slow this morning. We've got plenty of gas, so we're all good. But you wouldn't want to be in a more porous balloon and getting towards the end of your gas usage, because you're still stuck over the city. But absolutely stunning morning. Great to have had the first one in, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it like flying in Qatar?
Very nice.
Very nice. Very hot. But very nice. It's finally time to start coming down, and we're going to land hopefully here. Been flying for about 1 hour and 5 minutes, I think, if I remember rightly, off the top of my head. And now we're going to see where we can get to.
See.
That just wraps up our first flight, doesn't it, Mike?
It does.
Landed right on a cricket, a sort of cricket pitch area. The locals have come out to see what's going on. But yeah, absolutely brilliant flight for the first one. Nice and easy, just how you want it to be. and onwards and upwards with the next one. Catch you in a bit, guys.